Today's topic: faith, direction, sacrifice. Three key instrumental things that a person should have if they plan on achieving or attaining their goal. Sometimes they don't even know they have it. But these three things you have to have. Faith is the first thing. An unwavering belief in oneself or in something. Some of us have an unwavering faith in our religion. Some of us have an unwavering faith in our abilities and capabilities in ourselves. Some of us have an unwavering belief in our athletic ability and our ability to be successful in our careers. And some people take faith, your unwavering faith, as sometimes to be arrogance. Sometimes they take it to be cockiness. But I've never seen a successful person at anything that was not cocky, that did not have this belief in their self. So it's part of it. And the other part of faith is believing in not yourself or your abilities or anything like that. It is believing in your dream. Everybody doesn't have your vision. That's why it's your vision. Everybody cannot walk your journey to get to your vision. They may have ideas about how to tell you to get to it, but then again, if you listen to everybody's ideas, you'd be following everybody else's vision and not yours. You have to have an unwavering belief in your vision. So even when your friends or your family members or your associates or your colleagues or your coworkers, even when they doubt your dream, even when they doubt your goal, you have to be able to take that doubt, swallow it, and use it as motivation. Let that feed your motivation. Take it, swallow it, and let that be food for your motivation. Let that be food for your faith. Let that be food for your vision. The other part of this is direction. Direction can be taken in many different ways. You can take it literally, you can take it figuratively. Either way, it works. Once you have the faith in your goal and you have the faith in yourself, then you have to have a direction. You have to be able to channel that faith in some way, shape, or form. You have to be able to channel it in some direction. Usually that direction has to always be progressive. It has to always be forward for one to be successful. For one to reach point A to point B, the fastest way to do that is to go in a straight line. Now understand, in your direction, sometimes straight lines won't be possible. As obstacles come your way, as obstacles befall you, you'll have to be sleight of foot. You have to be able to maneuver in some kind of way in your direction. But the one thing you cannot do is that once you choose your direction and you start to go forward and you start to progress, one must not look left, one must not look right, one must not look back, one must only look straight with a keen and sole focus and a keen and sole belief in the direction that one has chosen. When you look left and you're running, physically one slows down. When you look right and you're running, physically one slows down. When you look back and you're running, you physically have to nearly stop. And in most cases, you do have to stop to look back and gain a focus on what is behind you. Doesn't matter which one you choose, left, right, or back, all slow you down. While you're traveling your direction, there will be murmurs from the left and from the right and from the back. There'll be people who ask you to stop. Hey, come hang out over here. Hey, come do this with me over here. Hey, stop what you're doing for a week and let's go and do what we used to do. There's going to be all of that. Again, you're going to have friends, family members, associates, colleagues, and coworkers. All are going to come at you from different directions, trying to get you to do something other than what you're doing. A lot of times people don't do this with bad intentions. It becomes bad when we do stop and we lose our direction. Because once one has lost his direction, he has to recalibrate himself. He has to refocus the dream. He has to refocus the goal. He has to refocus his direction. Or she, I don't want to just keep saying he or she has to refocus in every aspect of their goal. And that takes time. It takes time. When plan A fails, it takes time to gather oneself and come up with plan B. Even if you thought you had a plan B in place already. Because you're going to stop to think, is plan B going to work? Why? Because plan A just failed. So now am I assured that plan B is going to work? What happens if I do this again? Thinking, not moving, not reacting. When I played basketball, coaches used to always tell me, hey, D'Angelo, you're thinking too much. You're thinking. I just want you to react. I just want you to move. I just want you to go with the flow. I just want you to react. See, when one starts to think, they start to doubt. And when they start to doubt, they slow down. The whole goal is to not slow down until you get to your dream destination, until you attain your dream, until you conquer your goal. You don't want to slow down. It's not meant for you to slow down. You weren't designed to slow down. That's not what God had planned for us. If you're a religious person, if you're a person that don't believe in God, that's fine and dandy. Not knocking you. Don't knock anybody for their opinion or their personal beliefs. I'm a person that believes in God. So I don't believe that God constructed me to be average. Again, as I said the last video, I don't think he constructed me to slow down. I'm supposed to constantly stay moving. After this, after you have sought out your direction and you start traveling your direction, the hardest part about this journey that you're on takes place, and it gradually emerges over time. Sacrifice. Sacrifice is the most difficult part of the faith, direction, and sacrifice philosophy. Once one has faith and they have a direction, you then have to have the ability to sacrifice any and everything that can potentially stop you from reaching your goal. The most difficult part. You may have to sacrifice going out on Friday, Saturday night. You have to sacrifice drinking. You may have to sacrifice spending time with friends. You might have to sacrifice watching the football games on Saturday and Sunday. You might have to sacrifice traveling. You might have to sacrifice quite a bit of things. Quite a bit. You might have to sacrifice a lot of things, is what I'm trying to say. Family. You may have to sacrifice them. Your spouse. You may have to sacrifice them. Time with family. You may have to sacrifice that. All with the thought that when you sacrifice in the short term, it'll pay off in the long term. If you sacrifice in the short term, it'll pay off in the long term. And during this